It's not just normalizing it to one person in a wheelchair, one person with prosthetic legs. It's normalizing a diverse amount of abilities and just everything. And it goes beyond sports.
From a childhood marked by unimaginable hardship in Ukraine to becoming one of the most decorated Paralympians in history, Oksana Masters' journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Born with physical differences caused by radiation exposure from Chernobyl, Oksana spent the first 7 years of her life in orphanages. She underwent multiple surgeries and medical procedures, including amputations, but discovered freedom and purpose through sports. Oksana has competed in 7 Paralympic Games, both summer and winter, winning 19 medals, including 9 golds, and breaking records in rowing, cross-country skiing, and biathlon. Yet even with all her achievements, her drive remains unstoppable as she heads into the 2026 Winter Games.
I think it's because it's going into 2026 will be my 8th Paralympic Games.
Oh my gosh.
So just also makes me feel that fire comes from not taking anything for granted, and every start line I make and every team I make is also just a blessing and really, really special making the team. But for me as an athlete, even though I've had a lot of success, I'm still chasing that perfect race.
But the path to the podium was never easy.
Honestly, there's so many parallels to my personal journey, childhood, growing up in Ukraine, and my sporting journey as well. Because a lot of people might read the stats of, well, you're the most decorated Winter Paralympian, and that you've been in summer and winter as your 8th Games. But what they don't recognize and realize is I didn't make the 2008 team that I was going for that Games. I didn't get my first gold medal until my 4th Games. I didn't make my first national team for skiing until the 3rd year around. There's been a lot of peaks and ups and downs too, but my childhood journey was the same. And I know I've been there before as a child, going as a girl and a woman at 15, 13 years old, amputating my 2nd leg, and just the parallels there. I've also found a lot of strength through some of the challenging, harder parts of my childhood.
Yeah.
And I have been open sharing because I think it's so important to know that you can come from any demographic, any background. There's no perfect way to be an athlete, look like an athlete on the start line. I get to represent so much on that start line, including the hardships and the ups of it all.
You've also been such a strong voice for Ukraine throughout the Russian invasion. What has it been like for you to use your platform, not just as an athlete, but as someone who's been advocating for your homeland during such a painful time?
Half of my heart is Ukraine. I'm American and Ukrainian, and that is the power of sport, like I was saying before, is what you get to represent. And I'm so proud to be Ukrainian. And I feel like a lot of my DNA and that resiliency and everything, and yes, you can go back and see well, why are you so proud to be Ukrainian when you've experienced so much? But I think for me, it's so important to remember where you come from. And that is where my home country is, where I was born, and came here old enough to be aware of everything too. And it's so important for me because I have that voice. In Ukraine, I left without a voice. And now I feel like in some ways, not survival skill, but sometimes it is survival skill because not every child makes it out of orphanages, especially government institutions. And I felt why me? And I felt lucky. And I feel like this is maybe why me, is I can now have that voice to advocate for Ukraine, for kids who are still in orphanages. Because I have this voice, can bring awareness to the conflicts that are going on.
You're also one of the most visible Paralympians in the world. From your perspective, do you still feel that visibility and investment into Paralympic athletes has improved?
I think it definitely has improved, especially going back from 2008, Googling the Paralympics, didn't know what it was because I never saw athletes being visible this way. And to now, I'm not the only athlete that's visible, there's so many athletes, and it's amazing. But I feel like it's not enough. Team USA USOPC has done so much to do that and make it more prevalent. And when you see an Olympian, there's a Paralympian side by side.
Yeah.
As it always should have been. We can do a better job of being consistent and showing up and making us visible, not just around the games. To me, it means the world to be a Paralympian and representing Team USA on that world stage, to kind of showing society, showing the world, showing that next generation, that 7-year-old boy or girl is watching us on TV competing and can see themselves, and the first thing that they can think is, I want to do that, I can be an athlete, instead of, I questioned, am I an athlete? Can I be an athlete? I never even recognized that was a dream for me. And just representing of what is truly possible and what the human body and the spirit can do when you have the right team around you. Team USA, one of us can do it for all of us. And that's what I'm going to be thinking about when I'm on that start line representing Team USA, is it takes just that one, just like my mom took that one person to adopt me, change my life. One of us to do it for all of us in the generations coming.